Hey, Gatsby here. Anyways, quick video about my thoughts on Pokemon Unite, the new mobile MOBA game put out by Tencent, the guys who own Riot. Yeah, I know, that doesn't sound very fun at all. At this point, I've played about 5 hours, and I just wanted to commit my schizophrenic rant to a video to tithe people over while I work on which video I'm going to procrastinate next, and I figured this would be perfect, given that it's a hot new game on the Switch that everyone will forget about in about a week. So, is it fun? Yeah. Do I see myself playing a lot of it? No. There are a lot of great things in this game that I would love to see in a more competently made game, aka not a mobile game. But there are some things here that are just obviously a bad idea and how poorly it'll affect the game in the long run. Starting with the cast, I have no idea how they chose what they did, but I'm glad they did. It's a fantastic selection and I can't wait to see what more they end up adding. Visually, the game's not half bad either, and the alt skins have a lot of love put into them, which is kind of surprising because I would have expected just maybe like shiny sprites or alternative colors. Instead, we actually get pretty neat stuff like Pirate Cinderace or Sentai Froakie. It's pretty neat that you even get different costumes when you're evolving throughout the game. Gameplay-wise, I love the fact that you can choose somebody who evolves early like Crustle or Wigglytuff, or if you just want to play something that evolves later like Garchomp. Everyone has a drastically different playstyle, and I'm sure with the mons to come we'll see even more interesting gameplay styles represented. Instead of buying items, you choose what moves you want to swap, and the way you win is a pretty unique idea where it's not focused on kills, but instead how many points you score by taking mobs, then slam dunking it via walking up to their hoop and not getting attacked. Defensive-wise, you can hit them to break the channel, and in some ways I got Dominion vibes from this game. Everything so far so good, but why do I not see myself playing this game too much? And the answer is because it's pay to win. Now before you say just because they can purchase Crustle doesn't mean it's pay to win, let me explain. There's a secondary system in the game called held items, which act as your runes and masteries that let you change your stats outside of the game to effectively change playstyles, enhance playstyles, and just outright make you a better player regardless of what's happening in the game. Now, it's almost impossible for me to figure this out if it's some kind of item that's obtained through cash or not, because of how many different currencies are in the game, which is another huge issue. But you can take these purple discs and use them to upgrade items. At first I thought the max level was 20, turns out you can go farther than that. Even with it just being 20 though, just to give you an idea, I used all my premium currency to enhance my held items. This resulted in me only being able to max 3 of them. Despite the beta giving you enough currency to work with to purchase every Pokemon item and clothing item, I only maxed 3. This probably means once the game goes live, having maxed items is probably not going to be a regular occurrence if you don't have the money. And that doesn't sound too bad, but these items can do anything from giving you more experience to giving you more movement speed, or just outright you get more damage just because you played the game longer than whoever you're playing against. It's even worse when you realize that you have to invest into a set of items, effectively locking you into certain playstyles later on because you don't have support or tank items leveled up as much as DPS. Main problem with this is you start realizing that if you log in and queue up as Machop, then run into another guy who's doing the exact same thing, only to have them beat you not because they played better but because they have higher leveled items, you start realizing that the game is actively punishing you for having less playtime. I applaud the game for being easy to pick up with autocast abilities, and even if it has killed me multiple times by targeting the wrong opponent, I really wish the attacks would just prioritize the direction I'm walking in unless otherwise dictated by the R stick. Then again though, you can't use the R stick because you're usually having to mash the attack button. Ultimately, I don't really see myself getting too invested in this game, and I'd like to say I don't see this game cultivating a large audience appeal, but then again, Pokemon popularized walking outside by saying people could become a champion at it, so who fucking knows?
Well,